the goddamn button? Push the goddamn button! Shout out to Is Delve in this room for covering this one in particular. Y'all already know by now, Dame Dash had to auction off some property and it didn't really work out the way that I think a lot of people expected, especially considering the history. But you know, this is a learning lesson. That's it. Humble yourself. Be more responsible with your finances and how you treat people. Anyway, I thought that this young brother here did an exceptional job at breaking this down. So I wanted to add my own context along with it. Roll the footage.
I gotta realize something. When someone says $1 million of money, hell no, it ain't no money. Nigga, I owe $8 million in taxes right now to one state. $1 million ain't gonna help me. I can't even have no money until I make at least 16 million. I gotta pay the taxes. If I got 5 million, they taking it. So all that money always gonna go back into the work until I can make it into 100 million. Where if I pay the tax, it don't hurt. But that's what real hustlers do. You know, I'm still putting the money in the street. The people I pay still pay taxes, so they ain't that mad about it.
It's your man Delvin. Welcome to Delvin's room. And bruh, times is hard for the OG legend Dame Dash, bruh. So it's now being reported that Dame Dash films is now being auctioned off, and it was actually sold for a whopping estimated $100. Man. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. Dame has a lot of haters. He has a lot of enemies, which sometimes he brings upon himself, right? But there's no way Dame Dash Studio should have only been auctioned off for $100. To me, that lets me know somebody's probably just wanting to disrespect Dame like that. You feel me? Like,
yeah, I said the same thing. I made a community post about it because I thought it was AI. Like, there's no way in the world that could possibly have happened. I didn't even know that they had an auction. There was people in the comment section like, "Damn, shit! If I would have known, yeah, I could have bought it." I had no idea that you could start that low and then sell something that has so much importance and significance to a lot of people for that dirt cheap. So I don't know.
it's other shit behind closed doors. You got to think, Dame. There's no way you can realistically believe Dame Dash Studios was only worth $100. That's some shit going on where powerful people are trying to just humiliate Dame in the worst position, and we don't know who would it be because Dame has so many enemies. You feel me? From Jay-Z to Leo Colin to 50 Cent. Like, Dame has a lot of people, Cameron, people in high places is making big moves that can make calls to, you know, have things look a certain type of way and release a certain type of way. You feel me? So Dame is in a bad position right now. And it's like, it's just crazy because you want to feel for Dame. You want to be like, oh man, this shit fucked up what they trying to do. They trying to hold a black man down. But at the same time, when you watch Dame's interviews, when you just see how Dame reacts to people, when you see how Dame carries himself towards other people and the way his mentality is towards people that quote unquote is not bosses, it's like, Dame, you really can't feel for him. You feel me? It's like You got to go out the same way you went in. You went out on your high horse. You got to go out on your high horse. You can't.
The part of the game I don't like is how they make sure that you see all the bad that a person do. And I'm just trying to play devil's advocate with social media and people competing with their businesses. They do everything within their power to try to sell your audience on the idea that you are not best for the consumer. So you'll see interviews and you'll see conflicting stories speaking on somebody that would make you think, oh, that's a shitty person. But you don't know about all the good. People feed off of negativity. I said it the other day. Am I saying that these people are lying? Nah, but it's just something to consider as well.
Come in on your high horse, go out on your high horse. You feel me? So Dame is a legend, legendary figure. Rockefeller Records, Jay-Z, Diplomats, State Property, Kanye West, Kevin Hart, Rachel Roy. He's attached to a lot of great things, but at the same time, Dame has burnt a lot of bridges. You feel me? And at this particular junction, is like nobody's really gonna come to Dame's defense because of things he did. You feel me? Now I seen an interview where I think Oskino might have said it, where he was like, "Man, if I was Jay-Z and Dame Dash helped me get to where I was at, and I got millions of dollars, I would shoot him some bread. I would shoot him $1 million or 2 or whatever." Whatever Oskino said. I know he said bar. I don't know the amount he said. Fuck no, bro. That's not how the world go. You can't just lend somebody big sums of money like that. Nah, bro. In Dame, we have to keep it real about Dame, bro. Dame, a lot of this shit is on Dame, bro. The same people he put down, them people is going up. Look at Charlemagne. Charlemagne, another person, I don't want to say enemy, but he's somebody who's at odds with Dame. He was just on the Breakfast Club. Dame telling them how stupid they are. Charlemagne just signed a deal for $200 million. Dame Dash Studios is getting sold for $100.
Yeah, you treat people shitty. Boomerang. You ever heard of that? Yeah. It always come back to bite you in the butt. You can sit up here and pretend like you the greatest person in the world and you do good by everybody, but you don't get all of that misfortune from just being a good person. Yeah, good people, they have unfortunate circumstances surrounding them at times, but never to the degree that you're seeing with Dame Dash. Now, Charlemagne, I don't know how anybody listens to him, but he likes to push buttons. And in that exchange between them, it did get ugly. You know what you're getting into when you go on the Breakfast Club. But again, like I said, man, y'all like the messy stuff. So anytime somebody go on that man's show, you know what to expect. If you can't handle it, you shouldn't even go there. The only reason y'all go there is because of publicity. You know it's going to generate ratings, et cetera, et cetera. But I don't know, man. Y'all got to stop picking and choosing who gets the unfortunate side of reality and who.
You see how this shit work out, bro? It's like, how are you treating people, bro? And that's what it really boils down with Dame. A lot of people always say, bro. A lot of people say the biggest issue with Dame was how he treated people at the end, bro. Dame was just one of them people when he was on top of the world. He shit on everybody according to the sources. You feel me? Multiple sources. Dame just kept shitting on everybody. You feel me? And now these people have grown into things. They have grown into big entities. They have grown into positions of power. You feel me? You won with 50. 50 is a big player. You won with Jigga. Jigga's a shark. He's a whale. You feel me? You dealing with you beefing with Leon Colin. He's a big fish. He's a big whale. You feel me? He was beefing with can't think of the guy name. He was beefing with one of the new presidents of Def Jam. That's a big dude. You feel me? You dealing with powerful people, and you don't have the resources to go against them. Shit can happen, bro. Shit can happen, bro.
It's amazing how people think because they got a little money, they can just throw their weight around. You do know that your success and your abundance, it came from a source. That source is the one that owns you, that relegates everything. We down here, the source is here. We just workers. You ain't really truly free. But that attitude and that ego and that pride, it destroys everybody. All the time, never fails. You go out here and start crapping on folks that were good to you and all type of stuff. I don't know why y'all think that history doesn't know who you are. You have the same first and last name as everybody else who came into a level of success.
You in that, especially if you in that game, you feel me? Dame is not. Dame says he's independent. He says he do everything on his own, but Dame has to realize, just my opinion, that's not him. That's not what people know him from. So I have Rockefeller Records was with Def Jam. They partnered with Def Jam. But that wasn't an independent company like a Tech Nine. You feel me? Like somebody who's dealing with the people directly. You did that shit later on in your career, so you don't have that bond with the people like that. You talk to the people crazy. You told, bro, half the people that would check for your movies, whatever type of content you make, you shit on them by saying, oh, you're not a man if you don't have a boss. How many people out there have bosses? 90%, maybe more? And you just told them they ain't men?
Yeah, that shit was diabolical, my nigga. I ain't gonna hold you. Dame does say some wild stuff out his mouth. But the hell do you think is gonna happen? In a perfect world, everybody on this planet would make millions of dollars a year, and we wouldn't have this government, and we wouldn't be struggling with our rent. Everybody would have the perfect wife, the perfect lifestyle. Nobody would be strung out on drugs. Nobody would be homeless. So everybody would just be CEOs. Then who the hell would be doing the jobs? So what are you saying? You don't respect the men and women who work under people? I never understood why he would open his mouth to say some shit like that.
They ain't nobodies if they have a boss. Yeah, shit like that. You feel me? And I'm a nigga. I don't have a boss. I work for myself. I'm just saying, but I've had a boss before. You feel me? So you just have to respect, dog. And I think Dame shitting on a lot of people, and now that he's on the downward spiral, those people who have went up and risen, they're not finna look down on Dame and let me pull Dame up. Let me get Dame up out of there. Nah, man. He shitted on Kevin Hart. Remember, Kevin Hart was showing him love. He started shitting on Kevin Hart. He got a whole video, you know. Kevin Hart was fucking with Dame when Dame needed Kevin Hart to fuck with him. Because, you know, Dame had something to do with Kevin's come up. So Kevin was still fucking with Dame. Dame started shitting on Kevin. It's a video out there. Dame started like thinking he was a bigger comedian than fucking Kevin. He was like cracking with Kevin. It was just like a weird back and forth. And it's like, bro, nobody want that energy around them. You feel me? So it's as sad as it is to see Dame like this, bro. It's like, I would hope that he would stop and just look at the error of his ways, because all Dame has to do is knock some of that shit off, and Dame will be right back on his feet, in my opinion. Because people still have enough respect for Dame and what his contributions to the game has been.
The problem is, man, unlike Jay-Z and 50 Cent and them, I put it like this, I'm gonna keep it a whole, but they probably have the same ego and the same mindset as he does. The only difference is they know how to conceal that shit better. Period. Everything that people feel about him, they the same way. They just make y'all think that it's something different. That's why they hold on to their stuff longer. It's no different though. But I agree, bro gotta humble himself. If he's not willing to do that, then I don't know. We'll see. I wish him the best. What do y'all think? How do y'all feel about it? Is this his redemption tour? Can he pull himself out of this hole? Shout outs again to the brother who gave his thoughts on this, man.
Welcome aboard the flight. This is pilot who shies to talking. We going back to Memphis and coming straight from New Orleans. The estimated time of arrival is about an hour, and I can turn your ghost if you try and play with my power. So when you look up and see the sun flashing, stay in your seat. If the flight attendant say you making trouble, then we got beef. The turbulence might get rocky. You better not spill your food. This is getting plain if you get it messy.